Series. This is season 14. This is League 2, and we're at Trial Mountain for an hour's endurance race. So, after qualifying, we see Dimpy Limpy putting the new Porsche on pole. In second place is Big Kev in the Ferrari. Third place is Dimpy's teammate, Bruce, in the Porsche. Fourth place is Sharksy in the Aston Martin. Infinity James is fifth in the VW. Sixth is Benji in the Corvette. Seventh is Ice Chand in the BMW. Eighth is Seamus in the other Ferrari, teammate to Big Kev. Ninth is Esron in the Aston, teammate to Sharksy. 10th is Surfer Ev, teammate to Ice Chand. 11th in the Corvette is Fast JMS, teammate to Benji. 12th is Mark Schumacher in the VW, teammate to Infinity James. 13th is SG2 in the Merc. His teammate sadly couldn't make it tonight. And rounding out, 14th place is Alfie in the Toyota, whose also teammate couldn't make it tonight. So that's your grid, already lined up, already ready to go. And let's get back to the start. Five lights, and out they go. Everyone looks like they get a pretty good getaway. As they all come down to the first type of chicane, S-bend. Dimpy's out in front still, Sharksy's in second. Everyone gets a good clean getaway. A little bit of door banging there. Third is Infinity. Big Kev up the inside of him. Just doesn't quite get it. Brucey's up down to fourth. Everyone goes round the first left-hander, through the tunnel, exits, now down to the right-hander. Again, everyone getting away superbly clean. A little bit of door banging more again, nothing to worry about. Everyone's made it through safety through that complex. So in this series, we do have a teammate. And in this race, you do get the choice of two tyres to use, whichever ones you want to use. So there was pit stop, which will also deter the outcome of the race. Seamus there, just down in the 14th. Did he have a bit of an incident? Let's have a quick look. He does, he runs it wide, a bit of grass cutting, matches the colour of his car. Manages to keep it going forward. So we'll move back to the first place. Dimpy's out in front, making good use of that new Porsche. Sharksy's in second, doing well in the Aston Martin. Brucey's not far behind, though, in third. Infinity James is fourth. S-Rom is fifth. Big Kev there in sixth. Closely behind with Ice Chand, Benji, Fast JMS, all just conveying up to each other. Luton Surfer. SG2's in 11th. Mark's had a little bit of an incident, I think, as well, in 12th. Alfie's down up to 13th, and Seamus has literally caught back up again. See Sharksy now still holding well in that second place with the Aston Martin. These three guys have pulled a bit of a lead over Infinity James in fourth. Let's jump on board with Infinity James for the rest of lap one. See the rest of the guys there from fifth onward behind. S-Rom. Bit of a move, looks like, going on with Brucey and Sharksy. Let's jump forward. Does Brucey get the move done on the inside? Cuts it in nice and tight. Does he get the switch back on the exit? Where's Sharksy? Sharksy's still on the inside. Now it's a battle down to the start finish. Brucey gets the job done. So now he's up to second to support his teammate. Sharksy's not giving up just yet. On the back of Brucey. Infinity James. A little bit of a gap between them both, between Sharksy and S-Rom. Bit of grass cutting there by S-Rom and Infinity James. We have Ice Chand in sixth. Not too far behind S-Rom. Benji and Fast GMS, both in the Corvette, teammates. Will they be working together? We'll see later on. Surfer Rev in 9th. Mark Schumacher's up to 10th. Big Kevin 11th. And the new Ferrari just been chosen for them, as all the cars have, by the owner. This time round, the guys obviously got the cars picked for them. So it's interesting to see throughout the season, see how things go. Alfie just dropping down, still in 13th, but battling hard with SG2 there. Seamus, looks like he's had another incident. He has. Looks like he's put the power on too early. Looks like one of them potatoes on the front of his car is just a little bit heavier than the other. Does he get it going? See, some of these cars are tricky to return back round. Don't have much lock on them. He does. Still keeps it going. Alfie's still chasing down SG2. SG2's put a purple sector in, but everyone does on the second lap. 11th is Big Kev. Mark Schumacher in 10th. In VW Beetle. Sponsored by M&M's. We'll go through the liveries once it just settles down a little bit as well. It does look like some absolutely fantastic liveries on these cars. Just as good as the driving. Benji getting a little wobble and slide there coming up that last corner. Managed to keep hold of it. Shaxy's dropped down to 6 as he was battling at the top. Nice chance up to 5th. Infinity James holding out in 4th, but he is getting chased down by Heiss Chand. S-Rom's in 3rd. Move up close now, the two Porsches, teammates of Brucey and Dimpy Limpy. Looks like they're absolutely pulling away. See no one in sight at the moment. Are these going to work together to make that gap even further? From now getting caught out by Infinity James, pulls to the left hand side, sorry, but the other guys follow, trying to break the slipstream. The guys have got wise to it. Heiss Chand now trying to get up the inside of Infinity James, and this long left-hander now pulls back in, thinks twice about it. Can he get him on this section here? But yeah, obviously Infinity James has caught up to S-Rom now, so this is a three-way battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th. See Sharksy just there in the background. Fast GMS obviously with, looks like he is battling Benji. Benji's got back in front, I think. Surfer Rev out in 9th. Battling with Mark Schumacher. 11th is SG2 still with a half-second penalty. So is Alfie with a half-second penalty. Nice slide there by SG2. Gets a great recovery off it. Also taking his penalty, as does Alfie. And Seamus, Big Kev. What's happened to Big Kev? Let's see if we can find out. Might be a bit too far back. Arms the Big Kev. Oh, he just gets a little bit of contact with Mark Schumacher and buries it into the wall. Very unlucky indeed. Gets it straight into reverse though. So that's both Ferraris at the back now. Can they make the time back up with the pit stops? Let's move back up the field now. Again, this is just near enough where we were. Mark Schumacher in 10th. Chasing down Ev though in 9th. Schumacher pulls to the outside. Ev is still on the inside for that corner, but Mark will get the corner on the inside, but Ev keeps it. Great racing there, plenty of space between the two guys. Let's move there. Benji's also picked up a half-second penalty, so that will allow Fast JMS to get past his teammate. See, everyone's just starting to pull away a little bit, apart from the lads in front. Sharksy's still in 6th after a great start, battling with the top 2 lads. Infinity James, Ice Chan's in 5th, again battling with Infinity James and Esrom. This does look like the battle to be had. Infinity James goes up the inside of Esrom, Ice Chan's behind Infinity. Infinity gets the job done, as Ice Chan still on the inside of Esrom. But Esrom will have the inside. Great racing by these three. A little bit of a tap there, nothing to worry about. Great stuff there. Great overtaking and defending. Esrom still wants that 3rd place back. He is chasing down Infinity James. Has a little look just to make sure Infinity James knows he's still there. All over the back of Infinity James is Esrom. Can he get the slipstream and the power down early enough off that last corner? He does look like he's doing it. Is he going to pull to the outside? You know, he goes to the inside. Gets up side by side with Infinity James. Does he get the move done? Side by side. Infinity James just takes the place back. Again, great racing, guys. That's allowed Ice Chando to come back up to Esrom. Gets it up the inside of Esrom. No, thinks twice. Sharks, this will also bring Sharksy into play now. Jump on board with Sharksy, see how it looks from his point of view. Just go through this complex of turns. Sector 1. Have a look behind Sharks. He's got really no one behind to worry about. So it's just the guys in front. Ice Chan kicking up the dirt and the dust. Just seems like obviously that train of cars does pull away with the slipstream. See there, just behind is Fast JMS and Benji. Obviously Benji taking the half-second penalty, which has allowed Fast to get past. And these guys in front still battling really hard, but that's allowing the top 2 to get really further afield now from these. Coming into the final few corners. Sharks just catch up, a little bit of a slide there with the power. Great control. Infinity James defending really hard against Esrom and Ice Chand. Again, no one bothering Sharksy at the back end, so he's got nothing to worry about. He has caught up a little bit now. Can he get a good exit on this final turn? Oh, nearly clips the wall. Ice Chan just gets a little slide. Does he get past Ice? He does. Sharksy's back up to 5th. Infinity James thinking about a move on Esrom, but Esrom gets wise to that after going into the first corner. And then straight into the right-hander. Move up the car into Infinity James, right on the back end, gets up the inside of Esrom. Esrom's taking a wider line. Again, keep the space between them is absolutely fantastic. They know where each other is. Esrom still holds the place. As you can see now, Sharksy and Ice Chan still haven't moved away. So this is now a 4-way battle. Seeing the mirrors as well. Sharksy will be looking for another way past. Wants his 3rd place back, at least. Again, you can see on the mini-map at the top right-hand corner that 2 Porsches are just literally flown away. What can Infinity James do now? Is he going to make a last... No, Esrom pulls to the inside to defend. So that making Infinity James go around the outside. But has he got him? No. Esrom's still there. Just took the title line. But now Infinity James has got past him. Esrom's trying his best now to get past back with his wipers on. Must be expecting a bit of rain. Again, Esron just taking a little tighter line, but a wider exit. See, these guys won't be long before they start making pit stops. We will go through the tyre order. These 4 guys still battle it hard. See there, Brucey's got past Dimpy. So Brucey's on the softs. Dimpy's on the hybrid system, which is mediums and softs, which will count as softs. Infinity James is on mediums, also on the hybrid as well, sorry. Esrom is on mediums. So is Ice Chand. Sharksy on mediums. Ice Chand gets past Sharksy there. He's also on the hybrid system of tyres. Benji's on mediums. JMS is on mediums. Mark Schumacher's on mediums. Surfer Rev's gone for the hards. SG2's on the hybrid system. Chasing down Hev, but he's got Big Kev now behind him. Big Kev has caught up massively over the last few laps. Again, there's battles all over. Alfie's in 13th. Seamus is still down in 14th. But again, he's far back, but he should be able to catch up in that new Ferrari. He's also on the mediums. Alfie's on softs. Big Kev's on softs. Now Big Kev making a charge against SG2. Goes down the outside of him. Can he get the job done? He's got Surfer Rev in front as well. Big Kev easily gets past SG2 there, right round the outside. Great move. Now he's got Surfer Rev to deal with. Again, we'll stay with these backs because, again, back few are having a good battle as well. Surfer Rev now is coming under fire again. He's on the harder tyre. I'm wondering if he's going to do a one-stop strategy. Kev's all over the back of that BMW. Jump on board with Big on Surfer. See how it looks. As you can see there, Kev gets a better exit on the exit. Now goes to the inside of Surfer. Power of the Ferrari. Easily does it. Surfer Rev won't give up easily. He may come back. Kev's got the lead now into 10th. Kicks up the dirt. Literally left Surfer within about half a second already. Kev gets a wider exit. Go down further again. Seamus doing consistent lap times though with the rest of them, so he should be able to catch up. Maybe at the first set of pit stops. Surfer Rev's dropped down to 11, but SG2's not too far behind him. Big Kev also now just pulled over a second gap on Surfer, so he's really hunting down now. His next target is Mark Schumacher in the Beetle. And there's everyone on different tyre strategies as well, so the pit stops will be slightly different for each other. 7th is Benji, fast is 8th. Shaxy's back down to 6. Esrom's 5th. Ice Chan's 4th. These guys just pulled a little bit of a gap now to each other, just settling down. Just grabbing the thoughts together, ready for another attack on each other. 3rd is Infinity James. Brucey's in the pits. That's leaving Dimpy out on his own at the moment, still out in 1st. Massive gap now. Wonder if anyone can catch these fast Porsches. Obviously with Brucey in the pits, this has allowed some of them to jump up on positions, whereas Brucey come out of. Obviously it's a very long pit stop on this track, so Bruce has come out to 12th. Big Kev's gone in the pits as well, so Brucey's come out on mediums and a full tank. So now he's going to chase down Alfie in 11th, sorry. Excuse me guys, I'll just grab a quick drink. apologise for that, guys. So we're back on with Surfer Rev, and then hard tyres will probably come into play towards the middle of the race, about 30 minutes in. Move up the field again. Mark Schumacher's up the weight. So these guys have still got great tyre wear though, but also you've got to think about the fuel. Fastest up the 7th. Benji's in 6th. Just look like that right front is starting to wear down now. He's got plenty of fuel for another few laps as well. So they'll just be trying to fuel save and tyre save if they can. Trying to make them last as long as possible. Sharky's in 5th. S-Rom's up the 4th. Nice chance now up the 2nd. After getting past Infinity James. Dimpy's still out in front. And while we're at it, we'll shall have a quick look at these liveries the guys have done. So we have a Monster Energy livery on the Porsche. Fantastic. Nice chance BMW. Again, great livery. M&M's for Infinity James. Again, all these guys have got great liveries on. S-Rom with Frosties. Must be his favourite cereal. Sharksy. Again, all different, all great. Even that looks great on the Corvette for Benji and Fast GMS. Obviously we are sponsoring prostate cancer as well on these cars, guys. I'm hoping Les is still keeping well. Keep fighting. And obviously teammates have got the same colour cars as well. Just a few little variants, obviously with numbers and stuff. Ferraris now, obviously Sheamus, obviously with the pit stop, Sheamus has caught back up massively with his teammate behind him, Big Kev. Two brightly coloured Ferraris there. Alfie just dropping back a little bit in the Toyota. Still putting good lap times in though. See the spuds are on the front of the bonnet there for both guys. Brucey's still in 11th. 10th is SG2. 9th is there for Rev. Doing quite well on them hards. Mark Schumacher's 8th. Closing down on Fast GMS. Fast with a little bit more tyre wear than Mark Schumacher. Mark Schumacher get past him on the straight. So we're into 20 minutes of the 60-minute race. Some people have made pit stops. 6 is Benji, out on his own at the moment. A bit of a gap in between. Sharksy's 5th. You can see the fuel coming down now. So it won't be long before the rest of these guys do actually pit. A fresh tyre and fuel. S-Rom in 4th. The Aston. Infinity James 3rd. Nice chance, still in 2nd place. Still got plenty of fuel left, more than some of the others. So you may be able to hold on a little bit longer, but that right front is just below half. Will be starting to lose a little bit more grip than the others in certain corners. Now Dimpy's in the pits. Again, this is a very long pit. We'll see what tyres he comes out with. He's got the hybrids on. So that's allowed Heiss Chan now to move into 1st place. With Infinity James being attacked by S-Rom. Sharksy's just dropped off the pack a little bit there, but not too much. So he's still in 4th. Benji's in 5th. Does look like he might come in for tyres this time round. on lap 12. That front tyre is starting to really wear down now. Mark Schumacher, sorry, and a fast JMS battling hard still. Does look like Mark Schumacher did get past him. I do apologise if I have missed the overtakes. Mark Schumacher's got a bit of an edge there, just pulling away slightly from fast JMS. It's there for Ev. Brucey managed to get past. Obviously, Brucey's managed to get past SG2, but now he's got the other Porsche behind him. Dimpy Limpy. He's just literally come out the pits. Fresh mediums on. Hasn't really filled his tank up. Must be stopping for another stop at some point. Easily gets past SG2. The young boy showing how the old farts how to do it. See Brucey, his teammate, on the back of Surfer Ev now. Surfer literally sends it in the inside. Brucey slides it. Surfer Ev's not giving up on this. A little bit of a tap there, nothing to worry. Brucey straight up the inside. But Ev's going to come back at him. Get the old switch back. He doesn't. That's another position there for Brucey. Right, Surfer Ev's not going to let him go so easily. Surfer Ev's now got to think about the Dimpy Limpies behind him in the second Porsche on fresher tyres as well and a softer compound. Always great battles to see after a set of pit stops. It jostles the field up and down a little bit, so people will be battling even harder to get back where they want to be. Move back up the field. Benji now under fire, coming under fire from Mark Schumacher. Obviously he's left, Mark has left JMS a little bit further behind now. Shaxy's in fourth. Again, some of these guys haven't pitted yet, so it's still all to play for. Infinity James is in third, S-Rom's in second. Ice Chan's in first, doing a stellar job at the moment. Obviously his front tyres are, well, even his rear tyres are starting to degrade rapidly. Will he come in the pits this time? Catch up to see if he does. May stay out for another lap. He does, as S-Rom does, and Infinity James. They all stay out for another lap. So does Sharksy. Benji literally getting caught out there by Mark Schumacher. Is Benji going to come in the pits? Let's have another look. We'll jump on board with Chase Cam. As you can see, Benji's struggling to get that car turned. It did look like he was going to try and go on the pits, but Mark Schumacher blocked the exit as he was trying to overtake Benji. So now Benji's going to have to go for another lap round, which is very unlucky. That's allowed his teammate, Fast JMS, to catch up to him. See, Fast JMS's fuel lights now come on, same as Benji's. So they're going to have to pit this lap. You can see the tyre wear really suffering now on Benji's front right. Fast JMS, not much difference, just managing to keep ahead. Go backwards, I should say. Now, go back down the field, see if there's any more. Big Kev still out in 11th, Seamus in 12th, SG2's in 13th, obviously been in for his pit stop as well. So is Alfie in 14th. He's really dropped off the back at the moment of the fighting pack. But it's still points for him, unless he can manage to get back up, start battling again. Again, there'll be more pit stops, no doubt. See, the Ferraris are doing pretty well. Big Kev out in 11th. We'll jump on board in the new Ferrari and see what it looks like inside. So we're coming under the other tunnel for the left-hander. Again, no one around. around him, kicks the dirt up, gets the power down, going through this long tunnel, down the back straight. Just have a quick drink, guys, while Kev does his business. Brakes really late for this left-hander. Gets it in tight, wide on the exit with the power down. Through the S's. Back down in the second for that right-hander. Well, this could be a tricky corner coming down that little bank and then trying to brake. Can throw the car off a little bit. And it can also do that on the exit. Benji and Fast both in for tyres and fuel now. So this has allowed Kev to make some more ground. And it does. Yep. Gets past them both while they're getting the pits. That's wrong, obviously being in the pits as well to change tyres, added fuel. Surfer Ev's still out on them hards, and it's nearly coming up to halfway point as well. It does look like he's going to do a one-stopper. So obviously he's been fuel saving and tyre saving. Dimpy's out in X6 at the moment. Brucey's in 5th. Mark Schumacher's up the 4th. Sharksy's 3rd. And his fuel light's on, so he will be coming in the pits this lap. Infinity James, will he be coming in? Ice Chan looks like he'll be coming in as his fuel light's on, and his right rear is definitely suffering now. So he's going to have to come in and change them tyres. He'll also be on a one-stop strategy, maybe. Obviously, we will see later on in the race, see if it does happen. So Sharksy's also coming to the pits as well. That's allowed Infinity James to go first. Mark Schumacher probably, well, he will go up to 4th. Brucey and Dimpy will probably move up a slot as well. And the 2 new Porsches. We'll jump on with Dimpy. Let's have a look, see what the new Porsche looks like. So obviously he's chasing his teammate down as well. Does anyone come out behind him? The pits, nope. So they've got a clear track. So obviously they're going to be chasing down Mark Schumacher and Infinity James for 1st and 2nd. Just look like Sharksy and Heish Chandar now coming back out the pits. Sharksy just still refueling. It's only put 51 litres in or thereabouts. So he must be wanting to do another stop. He is now starting to catch up to his teammate. Both on mediums, yeah. Bruce has got a bit more tyre wear than Dimpy. What's the fuel like? Dimpy's got a little bit less fuel than Brucey, so it's vice versa for these two. Come down this long back straight. As you can see, Alfie just getting out the way there as he's being lapped. See the blue flags out on the right hand and left hand sides, just warning Alfie that there's fast cars approaching. See Dimpy's really getting on the back of Brucey now. As you can see there, Mark Schumacher just ahead of him. But I think Mark Schumacher's coming in the pits, so is Alfie. No, he's not. He's already been, he's just moved out the way. Let the faster guys through. And we're at the halfway stage now of the race. That's allowed Brucey now to get back up to 1st, and Dimpy into 2nd. Infinity James is also in as well. Fresh tyres and fuel. Again, you can see some of the degradation on the tyres, some worse than others. S-Rom up to 4th. Surfer Ev's in 3rd. Still going pretty decently on them hards. He may come in this lap. Big Kev massively moved up to 5th place now. Sharksy's in 6th. Fast GMS in 7th. We'll jump on board with Fast actually. Get a point of view from his cockpit. Again, he's got a few people, Vintage James behind him by a few seconds. Tyre wear pretty differently. See, Fast GMS is on softs. Ice Chand is on mediums and a full tank. It does look like GMS will come in for another pit stop at some point, maybe about 3-4 laps time. Softs do really go off on this circuit. So look behind you, see Ice Chand and then Vintage James not too far behind. Again, Dimpy Limpy Brucey still out back out in front. Surf is still holding well in 3rd. Ice Chand does look like he's slowly catching up there. Obviously bringing in Vintage James with him. Yeah, does look like they're slowly catching up. There's also certain corners looks like they're pulling away. See there, you can see Big Kev just going into the final few corners. Jump on board. Surfer has finally come into the pits to change his tyres. We'll see what he comes out with. Just have to move a few more people up. Big Kev now battling hard with Sharksy. Sharksy gets a little wobble. That's allowed Kev to get really up close. He's going to go up the inside. Just shows his face. Sharksy's going to have to defend really well against Big Kev. Big Kev runs it a little bit wide. Gives Sharksy a little bit of breathing room. And that Aston Martin's doing quite well round here. As you can see there, it's about a second, maybe just over a second gap. Like to see what these guys get up to towards the end of this lap, and it does look pretty quiet again with all the rest just settling down, waiting for the next round of pit stops to happen. Sharksy just nearly a second down on his personal best time. Again, Big Kev catches up in certain corners. It does seem that the Aston is pulling away down the straights. A little bit further, see how Seamus's teammate is getting on. Still down in 13th, out on his own at the moment. Again, a few little incidents at the start. He's making progress. Off he's down, still in 14th after being lapped. May be able to unlap himself once the pit stops start happening again, if he can get the jump on them. Dimpy's out in 1st, pulling away from his teammate. Dimpy's got the better tyre wear out of them both. Esrom in 3rd, still holding it together. He's coming up to Alfie to overtake him. Sharksy's still in 4th. He's now just pulled a personal best sector on Big Kev. He's pulling away from Big Kev slightly there. Again, Sharksy's just got a bit better tyre wear than Big Kev. Fast GMS, still in 6. See the softs are starting to wear down. He'll probably come in a lap or 2. Ice Chand in 7th. He's got Infinity James right behind, not too far behind him, I should say. Benji's out in 9th. Got Mark Schumacher in 10th. Surfer Evan 11th. He's gone to the mediums, hoping they got the last and the fuel. could be doing the one-stop strategy. SG2 out in 12. Sheamus coming round now to start go down the back straight. Can he catch up? Alfie's still in 14th. So he's got the blue flags again. Guys, if you do like this type of racing or you're wishing to join a group, please feel free to look on Facebook for the Matua Racing Club. We do have a lot of events going on at the moment. Obviously we've got the Infinity Series, and in a couple of weeks time we will have the event hosted by JOS, the Porsche Cup, and then not long after that I think it may be the GT3 World Series. Also just to remind the guys that the Crazy Brit himself will also be commentating on this league, on League 2 as well, as we're sharing the responsibilities. And that League 1 is covered by Golden Brownie Racing, so if you want to follow them on YouTube, please do. Everyone now just settling down, I think. Just waiting for that Dimpy there with a bit of front end damage. That will allow Brucey to catch him up as he loses a bit of speed. Esrom still in third. No one to bother him at the moment. Look at the times. He is going quicker than Brucey. That Austin. Sharksy's just got past Alfie. Big Kev. Seems to have dropped off a little bit there from Sharksy. A bit further. Brucey at the moment's also got the fastest lap of a 151.1. Fast GMS out in 6. He'll be coming in the pits, as you can see his fuel lights on. Nice Chand. I think he could hold out to the end of the race with them tyres and the fuel. He's got Infinity James behind him in 8th. Again, I think these two guys will be holding out towards the end. Unless they just need to splash and dash. Benji down in 9th. Was a bit further up, but I think them tyres his pit crew have put on aren't the best. Should be able to claw his way back up again. The pit stop's going to happen, if any of them do, or some of them will do. Mark Schumacher still out in 10th. Surfer Ev 11th. SG2 12th. Sheamus is really closing down now on that gap between him and SG2. Alfie's still running in 14th. Obviously Alfie's admitted he's forgot to put his livery on this weekend. And it will be ready for next weekend. And next weekend we'll be at Dragon Trail Seaside, and it'll be using the GR4 cars of their same team manufacturers. So obviously Dimpy and Brucey will be using the Porsche Cayman, and the Astons will be using the GR4 Astons of Sharksy and Esrom. Big Kev's up the 4th. It does look like it's slightly closing down Sharksy, but again, different lap times. Fastest off Sharksy is a 152.4. Big Kev's is usually about so far is a 153. Again, the tyre wear is also playing effect. Getting a little bit of a wobble there. Fast GMS has come back into the pits. That's Brucey's come back in the pits by the looks of it. He has. He's put new boots on and more fuel. Obviously Fast will probably go to mediums. About 3/4 of a tank, maybe half a tank, just to see him through, as we're only 20 minutes away to the end of the race. This will allow Mark Schumacher, Surfer Ev to climb back up positions. Also SG2 as well. You see Sheamus still closing that gap down rapidly now. His tyre wear's also getting affected. Does he come out in front of Fast JMS? See? No, Fast JMS just comes out near enough side by side. I think Fast JMS has just got out in front. He has. See the Ferrari's back end just wanting to kick out all the time. Yeah. Just stay with this little battle here. Just grab myself a quick drink, guys. Just get a bit thirsty work doing commentary. So stay hydrated. Try to. So again, see Fast JMS in 12. Again, he's got fresher boots on than Seamus. The weather's starting to change. It's starting to get a little bit misty around here as well, so the track will be cooling down a bit as well. Field. G2 still out in the 11th. Mark Schumacher's now, sorry, still in 10th, chasing down Surfer Ev. And we're just getting a few little battles again, just for the odd position. It all makes for good racing. If you're having a good race, you're having a good battle, you forget about the points. Just enjoy the race, enjoy the battles. Front right is obviously starting to wear out more now, so we'll probably end up coming back in the pits, maybe for a set of softs. You'll see right up the back end of Infinity James. Can you do something about getting past Infinity James? Obviously Ice Chand as well. He's still out in first. Brucey's still got the fastest lap. So far that's a point, I think, for Brucey, extra point for Brucey for fastest lap. Brucey on the inside. Infinity James has got the inside now. Now he can defend. This will allow Ice Chand just hopefully just to pull away a little bit further. See Infinity James trying to defend, but Brucey sells him the dummy and gets him past Infinity James. A fantastic move there by Brucey. Couldn't do that if he tried or played his cards right. Only joking, Brucey. You know I love you. Infinity James got back past the goal. These guys having such a great battle. Second, third and fourth. Ice Chand just pulling that little gap a little bit further. It's the tyre wear, right? Brucey's obviously got the better tyre wear at the moment. Let's get down the field. Been no big incidents, which is again is fantastic. All the guys know each other pretty well through racing in other leagues. So that's good to see. And if there was any incidents, I'm sure the guys will obviously pull to one side and just let the other lad past if they've had an incident. Again, we're coming into the last 15 minutes of the race now. Chances into wave, down the wave. After a fantastic start. Mark Schumacher, is he coming under fire from Big Kev? Does look like it. Fast JMS out in 11th. We have Dimpy Limpy in the pits. Hopefully for the last time. JMS has got past SG2. See if we can catch that. I think we could. No, it's a bit too far. But well done, Seamus, for starting to claw back up the table now. His next target is Fast JMS, which is not too far behind actually. See, Fast JMS is going to be in a Ferrari sandwich. Big Kev out in front of him and Seamus coming in behind. Does look like Seamus is going to have to drop into the pits. His fuel lights on. His front right is absolutely starting to wear out more on them softs. Big Kev now all over the back of Mark Schumacher. Pulls to the inside. Gets a slipstream now. Pulls alongside Mark Schumacher. There's a battle up ahead as well. Now they're going to brave it out into the first corner. Great move there by Big Kev. I just heard a big clatter. Go back a bit. Sharksy Ev gets it. It's Sharksy. Oh, that's very unlucky. Very unlucky there. Just gets the car slightly wrong. See, the slide has obviously caused damage to Surfer, but Sharksy's weighted up. That's how you do it. Well done, Sharksy. He's allowed Ev to get past into his position again, so he can carry on racing. That's allowed Fast JMS to catch up to him as well, though. It's easy done getting them first two corners out of shape. Just takes a slight wrong move. The grass will catch her out, and so will the barriers. See, Sharksy's now got past Surfer Ev. Surfer Ev's not giving up again. Gets up, sends it to the inside. Takes the title line. Sharksy's running it out wide. Nearly clips the barrier on the exit. Move up the field. Big Kev's in 7th. Brucey's still holding out on the fastest lap. Benji's coming to the pits now. Can you see the right front really been working hard. Big Kev will now move. He's moved obviously in 6th now. So obviously Benji will drop a few places, being in the pits. S-Rom in 5th. Just out on his own at the moment. And into the last 10 minutes of the race. Infinity James. Nice Chand for 4th and 3rd. Battling. Roughly the same fuel and tyre wear. Obviously got Dimpy in 2nd. Got two, obviously chasing down his teammate. Could it be a 1-2 for the new Porsche team? James getting a tour there off the back of Vice Chand's car. On into that long left-hander. Vice Chand just correcting the car slightly coming on the exit of that one. Just move down the field, see how well everyone else is getting on. I'd like to try and give everyone as much TV time as possible. Again, I do apologise if I have missed 1 or 2 overtakes. Now Seamus and SG2 battle for 12th and 13th. Just have a look at the lap times. Seamus has been in the pits. He's got the softs on, so he will have more grip than SG2. Merc against Ferrari. caught up there on the back of SG2. Can he get him before the start of the next lap? Seamus making his presence known, just showing his full car in the back of SG's rear view mirror. Oh no! And SG2's got it wrong coming out the exit. Let's have another look. Go on, chase cam. What does SG2 do? He gets the power on too early, the car runs wide, hits the grass, accidentally hits Seamus, nearly puts him in the pits. But obviously Seamus has saved the front end of SG's from going in the pits, so not too much to worry about. But obviously Seamus has now made that place up. With damage on the front end of SG2's car, so Seamus will just pull away. A bit unlucky there, could have been a lot worse. Benji's out in 11th. Real good start race. Just still doing well though in 11th. Just behind his teammate Fast JMS. Surfer out in 9th. Again, I will admit that every one of these in this lobby have been fantastic. Very clean racing. Yes, we've had one or two little incidents here and there. That's to be expected. Actually, it's just a bit of a wall there. But above all, this is what the MRC is all about. Very clean racing by everyone. Some great battles so far in this first round of the season. Coming up the last 8 minutes of the race. Big Kev's now got the fastest lap of a 150.9. Fantastic there, Kev. Really putting that new Ferrari to its limits. Esrom out in 5th. Ice Chan's 4th. Infinity's 3rd. Infinity James, sorry, is 3rd. There's the two Porsches so far that have took the lead in this first race. Brucey's out in 2nd. Dimpy's in 1st. Dimpy's got the softer tyre on than Brucey, who's running on the mediums. James still under fire from Ice Chand. Ice is not letting him get away easily. Fifth is Esrom. Still out on his own at the moment, but he's not too far behind Ice Chand and Infinity James. So if they do have a bit of a coming together, I'm sure he's going to pounce on top of them. Big Kev out in 6th. Mark Schumacher in 7th. Sharksy's 8th. Surfer's 9th. Fast JMS there in the background, chasing down Surfer Ev. This will be a battle for 9th and 10th towards the end of the race. We're coming into the last 5 minutes. Benji's out in 11th. And he's just having a little bit of trouble with that front right again. Just likes to eat away at the rubber. Seamus in 12th. 13th is SG2. Alfie maybe a lap down, but he's doing a stellar job in 14th. So hats off to him and to all the rest of the guys. He's still obviously in 1st. A bit of a gap there, but maybe a 5-second gap, maybe 4-second gap. Infinity James isn't getting too far behind now. And his right front should just hold out enough to finish the race off. It's starting to get dark, so obviously the track's going to get even cooler. S-Rom's up to 4th. Oh, what's happened to Ice Chand? Has he hit the wall on the tunnel? Going into the tunnel complex. Can catch you out if you do run it a little bit wide. Kicks the dirt up. Oh, that's very unlucky for Ice Chand. Something that he didn't really want or expect at this stage of the race. So that's allowed S-Rom to get past. And he's got Big Kev now behind him, but he's got damage on the front and back of his car. Can Big Kev now catch up to him? He does. So it does take a few seconds for that damage to be removed. It's very unlucky for Ice. Doing so well. It's now Infinity James out on his own in 3rd. Dimpy's still out in 1st. Brucey's in 2nd. So we're coming into the final few minutes of the race. Just the tyre wear now. Are they all going to hold out to the last second? Or maybe someone might pit at the last moment. A nice chance now under fire from Big Kev. Big Kev's got a lot more tyre wear than Ice Chand. Beamer versus Ferrari. Big Kev pulls to the outside. Gets round cleanly. Both of them. Great defending by there from Ice Chand. So Big Kev now has to think about trying to find another place to overtake. Just grab a quick drink, guys, while we watch this battle going on. As you can see, Ice's front right really starting to suffer now. He's got about a quarter of a tyre left of grip. Big Kev on the outside of him, side by side. Kev slightly gets ahead. Can Ice Chand come back in on the corner on the inside? No, Kev just gets it with the extra tyre grip. Ice Chand's fuel light is on. Probably have to come in the pits. Maybe it'll hold on for another lap if your fuel saves. I'll have a quick look as we're coming up to the pit entry now. Nope, he's staying out. So Big Kev's now up to 5th. 4th is S-Rom. Infinity James is out in 3rd still. S-Rom's not too far behind him though. Could be able to catch up. Both got the same amount of tyre wear. Bruce is out in 2nd. As you can see, Dimpy's picked half second penalty up. This may allow Brucey to catch him up further now, his teammate. You see Dimpy's front right tyre also starting to wear out. Can he hold on for another lap or two? Obviously Brucey's got the mediums on, so he's got a lot more grip. Now S-Rom has started to catch up with Infinity James. Now, could this be a battle for 3rd and 4th towards the end? Could be a close battle, could be a close finish. Go back down the order as we're coming towards it. Big Kev's also fuel light on. May get another lap out of it. Again, if your fuel saves, same as Ice Chand. Sharksies is also on. Mark Schumacher's still got plenty of fuel left. Fast JMS's fuel light is on. Surfer Ev. These guys really cutting it fine with the fuel saving. Just hope they've got enough to go to the end of the race. If not, they could be in big trouble. Benji's still got a little bit more than some of the others. Seamus, he's had another little incident. Damage on the front of his car. Again, his fuel lights on. SG2 with plenty of fuel there. Same as Alfie. Nearly a full tank. Dimpy's still out in first after taking that penalty off. Does look like the last lap, guys, so Dimpy's still out in first. Brucey's in second. He's the battle now for third and fourth. Coming into the final lap. Esrom gets past Infinity James. Infinity James is coming back at him, no. All over the back end of Esrom. A little bit wide there from Esrom. Gets it back in line. Infinity James taking the title line. But Esrom still holding third. So Heischan's finished 6th. We'll go to these guys. Heischan has finished 6th. Shags, he's finished 7th. Mark has finished 8th. Bash JMS has finished 9th. Surfer Ev has finished 10th. Benji brings it home in 11th. Seamus will bring it home in 12th. But we'll still keep an eye on him. As the other guys are still battling hard to come round. So Seamus will bring it home in 12th. And SG will bring it home in 13th. And Alfie in 14th. Battles obviously still with these top 5. Brucey's starting to get closer to Dimpy. These two are not giving up though. A little bit of door banging there from Infinity James and Esrom. Trying the hardest to battle, which is great fun. Again, they've just realised, so they just let each other past. We'll just go back a little bit there because we missed what happening between Dimpy and Brucey. Brucey tried to put the move on Dimpy. Coming into the last 2 corners. Oh, Dimpy gets a slide right before the last corner. He manages to save it. Brucey's right behind him. Fantastic race there by Dimpy. 2nd place, Brucey. 4th place, Infinity James. 3rd is Esrom. Let's have a look. Does Infinity James get past him? No, Esrom takes 3rd. 4th is Infinity James. Last but not least is Big Kev. Fantastic racing towards the end there, guys. Absolutely fantastic. I hope you enjoyed all this racing, and I will see you again soon.